The first thing Mia noticed wasn't the house, it was the silence. Not normal silent, not the peaceful kind you expect in expensive neighborhoods, where every lawn is trimmed and every porch light glows warm. This felt different. It felt staged, like the whole house was holding its breath, like it was listening. Mia stood outside the gate checking her phone, the babysitting app still open on the screen. 1 child, 4 hours, easy money. That was all she thought this would be. Simple job, quick cash, go home. The front door opened before she even knocked. A woman stood there. Perfect hair, perfect smile, perfect voice. Everything about her looked so polished, it felt unnatural. "You're right on time," she said softly. Mia smiled and stepped inside. The house was beautiful, big, clean, expensive, but strangely empty. Not empty in the normal sense. It felt like people didn't live there. They just appeared there. In the living room, a little girl sat cross-legged on the floor, quietly drawing. "This is Ellie," the woman said. "She's very well behaved." Ellie looked up. She couldn't have been older than 6. Pale face, big eyes, blank expression. She stared at Mia for a little too long, then looked back down at her drawing. Something about her made Mia uneasy. Mrs. Ashcroft handed Mia a folded note. "Her bedtime is 9, 1 snack," and she paused for the first time. Her smile faded. "If Ellie asks you about the girl in the wall, do not answer." Mia blinked. "Sorry." "What?" But Mrs. Ashcroft was already putting on her coat. "She has an imagination." Then she smiled again, too quickly, and left the front door shut. The lock clicked, and just like that, Mia was alone with Ellie. The first hour passed normally. Ellie drew in silence. Mia scrolled on her phone. But the longer she sat there, the more uncomfortable the house felt. No TV, no kitchen noise, no footsteps upstairs. Not even the sound of old pipes, just stillness. Too much of it. Then Ellie spoke without looking up. "Did Mommy tell you not to talk to her?" Mia looked up from her phone. "To who?" Ellie kept coloring. "The girl in the wall." Mia gave a small laugh. "Your mom said you have a strong imagination." Ellie stopped drawing, then slowly looked up, right into Mia's eyes. She doesn't like when people say that. A cold wave moved through Mia's body, but she forced a smile. "Okay, then we won't talk about her." Ellie nodded and went back to drawing. At 8:13, the knocking started. 3 soft taps. Tap, tap, tap. Mia sat up straight. The sound came from inside the living room wall. Ellie didn't react at all. She does that when someone new comes. Mia slowly turned toward the wall. "Who?" Ellie answered casually. "The girl?" Mia's throat went dry. She told herself it was an old house, pipes, wood, nothing more. Then the knocking came again. Slower this time. Clearer, tap, tap, tap. And this time it came from directly behind the wallpaper. Mia stood up. She stared at the wall. The wallpaper pushed outward slightly, like something behind it had pressed a finger against it, then slowly dragged downward. Mia stopped breathing. "Ellie," Ellie answered calmly. "She wants to know if you can hear her." Mia grabbed her phone. No signal, of course. Her heart was pounding now. A thin line appeared in the wallpaper, straight vertical, like something inside had cut it open. And then a voice came through soft duet, barely a whisper. "Mia." The color drained from her face. She stumbled backwards so fast, she hit the side table. Ellie looked up. Now she was smiling. "She knows your name now." Mia's voice cracked. "Ellie, where's your mother?" Ellie didn't answer. She was staring at the wall, smiling. Then the wallpaper tore open, and a finger pushed through human. But wrong, too long, too pale, it scratched downward slowly. Mia screamed. Ellie giggled. And then the hallway light went out. Darkness swallowed half the house. Mia grabbed Ellie's arm. "What is that?" Ellie stayed calm. "She used to babysit me too." Mia froze. "What?" Ellie looked at her. She didn't listen either. Then the wall opened, not all at once, slowly, like skin tearing, and a woman crawled out, her limbs bent the wrong way. Her hair covered most of her face, and her mouth opened wider than it should have. She tilted her head at Mia, then asked in a wet, broken voice, "Did she answer me?" Mia tried to drag Ellie toward the door, but Ellie wouldn't move. Mia turned. Ellie was smiling at the thing in the wall. Then she said softly, "You can have this one." Mia felt all the blood leave her body. "What?" Ellie looked at her and said, "She only comes when I'm lonely." The front door slammed shut. The lights died. And in the dark, Mia heard it. That thing dragging itself across the floor, slowly, patiently, coming closer. The next morning, police found the Ashcroft house empty. No Ellie, no parents, no Mia. The only thing left in the living room was a child's drawing, a picture of the house, a little girl standing in the middle, a smiling woman inside the wall, and beside her, a new figure holding a babysitter's bag.